Lower interest rates, lower inflation, more sellers, enough demand to generate more closings, but not too much to inflame affordability. And oh yes, a return to historic Denver appreciation. I mean, that's the New Year's wish of all real estate professionals for 2024. Some of those will come true as the year marks a continuation of a normalization period. A period in time that takes us further and further away from the intensity of the pandemic. Yet personally, I feel like 2025 will really begin the healing process, and 2024 will simply pave the way. So maybe it's what we do this year that matters. In 2023, Denver Metro real estate agents welcomed 29,409 families into their new single-family home. They supported 12,431 families find warmth in a new condo or townhome. 86.6% of those purchases went to owner-occupants, according to Redfin, reinforcing Colorado's highest homeownership rate since 2010 at 67.7%. Buyers, however, in 2023 were challenged, navigating extremely volatile interest rates as the 30-year fixed rate bounced from 6.6% down to 5.9%, up to 8% and back to 6.6%, making budgeting and planning to buy a home a bit like playing darts drunk. But those buyers who were up for the challenge came out winners. Not because their homes appreciated tremendously, as Denver Metro homeowners experienced a 1.7% loss in value, but because they were able to negotiate lower prices and seller concessions for closing costs and interest rate buydowns. And coming off of 2021 and 2022's close-to-list year-end averages of 103 and 102.3% respectively, 2023's 99.5% felt kind of like a gift. And while no one wants to lose value, I'd like to double click on this for just a moment. I want to share the story of one of our buyers this year, a single mom earning $90,000 a year with 2 kids in middle school. She's been trying to buy a home for the last several years, a pain that put raising 2 middle schoolers to shame. But this year opened up her opportunity. She was able to buy a $525,000 home with 3% down. She also was able to negotiate a seller concession to pay for 821 buy down. Now, she did lose 1.7 or about $9,000 in value, but she gained over $12,000 in seller concessions and almost $7,000 in principal reduction. And oh yeah, she didn't have to pay a single dollar over asking for her new home. Given this year's slight tilt towards buyers, 2023 saw this resurgence of first-time home buyers at a slightly lower median age. According to Zillow's 2023 Consumer Housing Trends Report, 50% of all home buyers in 2023 were first-timers. That's up from 45% in 2022 and 37% in 2021. Those buyers also brought down the median age of a first-time home buyer in 2023 to 35 years old. Higher interest rates cooled off competition, but it gave those buyers access to down payment assistance, to FHA and VA loan options that they had not had in years. Sellers, on the other hand, well, they felt like they gained a win as well by not selling. I mean, Denver had one of its lowest new listing years, coming in 18% lower than last year and 30% lower than 2019. I mean, only 49,560 new listings came on the market all of last year. 85% of them sold. So while days on market more than doubled year over year from 5 days to 12, sellers who priced right, staged right, and were willing to negotiate closed. Those who didn't remained within the stability and security of the lowest interest rates homeowners have ever seen. Now, outside the real estate market, consumers also felt a win as rates started to drop and the stock market broke records. Consumer confidence surged right along with their wealth, restoring optimism for 2024. Third quarter GDP jumped to a surprising 4.9%, supporting a strong forecasted growth rate for 2023 of 2.4%. And the labor market continued to surprise in its resilience. As 2023 closed, job openings started to return to its pre-pandemic trend line, and initial jobless claims fell squarely on the 2019 average of 218,000. Colorado wages increased by 5.6%, and unemployment stayed at 50-year lows, simply unable to fulfill the Somme rule and initiate a recession call. 2023 might not have been a fairy tale year. We all remember as banks failed, wars initiated, the government threatened default and shutdowns. Employees walked out, inflation skyrocketed, mortgage rates hit 23-year highs, housing inventory hit record lows, and mortgage purchase applications hit lows not seen since 1995, when there were 22% less people in the United States, and Denver was 60% of its current size. Yet, inside the headlines and the noise and the fear, there were incredible wins. Success stories of families creating stability and security, children running home from school, and Gen Z and millennials kicking off multi-generational wealth. Stories of home ownership. 2024 will open up more doors of opportunity. As appreciation stays soft for another year, buyers will have time to assess and plan. With rates slowly dropping, affordability improves. And as sellers start to feel better about selling, everyone will have more choices. 2024 will indeed be an incredible year. Well, cheers until next time. This is Nicole Rueth with the Rueth team. It is my pleasure to keep you updated.